Divas, my neighbors are low-key evil pieces of shit, and I'm here to tell you why. Bear witness to my suffering collectively. So, when I first moved in, I was happy-go-lucky. It's my first ever solo apartment. I'm so excited. First ever time living in an apartment building that I consciously remember. So I'm like, I'm ready. I'm locked in. I walk up my first box, ascending the steps, and I hear my neighbors in the unit over screaming at each other. Not just yelling, not your standard marital argument. Screaming obscenities at each other. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so fun. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. So, I, move on. And I make a couple trips. I'm moving from an hour away, so I'm gone for a while. I come back still screaming obscenities at each other. And I'm like, okay, maybe bad day, moving on. Well, I guess won't interact with them. I then come to find out they have 6 children, ages from 6 to 16. Mind you, I don't care if they see this. Y'all are evil to your children. I've already called CPS multiple times, but they scream at their children. Their children then scream at them. Everyone is crazy. And I'm like, right, but it's none of my business, right? I'm like, okay, well, the language being used is not preferable, but it's not my business until one night. It's 3 weeks after I move in. I'm enjoying my space. It's a quiet night at home. My boyfriend's over. And we're sitting there and we're pounding and crying. Pounding on this door and crying. And so I peek out my peephole because I am a nosy Nancy. All right? So I'm like, whatever. So I peek out my peephole. There is a 9-year-old child locked outside in a cold February night in flip-flops, flimsy pajama bottoms, and a t-shirt. And he's banging on the door and crying and sobbing. Let me in. And I'm like, so I'm a preschool teacher. So I open the door and I'm like, hi, buddy. I'm new here. I know you don't know me. That's okay. Do you need me to call someone for you? Are your parents even home? Do you need me? What can I do for you? Are you okay, bud? It's really cold. Do you just want to come wait in the doorway while I call someone? And he was like, no. And I was like, okay. That's fine, bud. That's fine. Are your parents home? And he was like, no, they left. And I was like, okay, well then who are you pounding on the door to let you in? He goes, my brother, he's asleep. And I was like, okay, that's okay, bud. Are you sure you don't want to wait in here? You can use my phone to call them. I understand stranger danger, divas. I understand stranger danger. I get it. And he was like, no. And I'm not pushing it, of course. So I'm like, okay, do you want me to call them and you can wait out here? And he was like, no. And I was like, okay, sure. I was like, do you not have a house key? And he was like, no. He was like, I'm just going to go wait on the swing set. And the swing set's within sight of my unit. So I'm like, I guess okay. But it's nighttime. It's 10 o'clock at night. And so I'm like, okay. And so 30 minutes goes by. And finally, this car rolls up with a bunch of kids in it. And his parents come rolling out. And his mom, who's screaming obscenities the whole time at the children who are already in the car, she was like, what are you doing home? And he was like, well, I was at a friend's house and then I wanted to come home and then, whatever the older brother's name wouldn't let me in. And then he wouldn't let me in and then he fell asleep. And so then it was too late to go back to my friend's house. And then she proceeds to scream at this poor kid and was like, well, how dare you make me look bad? And he was like, well, the neighbor asked if, I could call you and see, but, and then she proceeds to scream at that kid that I offered him help. She was like, what is wrong with you? And I was like, obviously, if the kid was supposed to stay somewhere, obviously you don't leave. But, so she then proceeds to scream. And there have been multiple occasions where she's passed us on the stairs lecturing her children, where she's like, I shouldn't have to buy this stuff. I didn't sign up to buy energy drinks in the morning when I have kids. Ma'am, you have 6 children, and at least 3 of them are teenagers. I don't know what to tell you. And so not only does she berate her children, she calls her daughter fat. Mind you, her daughter's 10. She calls her daughter fat, who is not overweight in the slightest. Actually, she's underweight, and I've already made a report because I'm severely concerned. Her daughter's incredibly underweight. She calls her daughter fat. Mind you, this lady has no teeth. Why are you berating your child when there are bigger issues? Anyway, no hate to anyone who doesn't have teeth, fine. But don't be body shaming. And so she's evil. She's evil. And so the other day, I pull in to my parking space and I walk upstairs and the dad is screaming at the mom. Because the dad's just as bad. The dad's just as bad, divas. And so I'm like, right. And so I pull in, and the mom comes down the stairs as I'm going up, and she looks at me and she goes, and like walks past you. Mind you, I haven't interacted with this family for months. And I'm just like, whatever. So next time they get into a genuine screaming match, I'm calling the police. Get them! Because apparently my reports aren't doing anything. But whatever. That's my evil neighbors, divas, whatever.